Who remembers summer 2024 when USA Basketball famously snubbed Caitlin Clark from the Olympic team? Well, after it almost came back to bite them in Paris, they didn't make the same mistake again. Caitlin Clark debuted for Team USA this past week at FIBA World Cup qualifiers, teaming up with longtime rivals Angel Reese, Paige Beckers and other WNBA stars. There was a lot of controversy. Caitlin received criticism for ignoring Angel Reese right here. There was disrespect. Despite being USA's best player throughout, Caitlin came off the bench in every game. But in the end, as she usually does, Caitlin Clark had the last laugh. She made everyone on the USA basketball program look stupid, leading the team to an undefeated 5-0 record and winning the tournament MVP award. Caitlin Clark was unstoppable. She led USA in efficiency rating, assists, she was second in points per game, and she did all of this playing around 20 minutes a game for the entire tournament. The statistics were great, but stats don't do these performances justice. You need to see with your own two eyes how good Caitlin Clark really was on the international stage. So let me show you, and let's not let them forget. Starting off with the Senegal game and halfway through the first, we see Caitlin Clark check into the game for the first time, and she immediately makes an impact. Caitlin brings the ball up the floor, gives it up and gets it back from Plum. Now watch this. With time and space to operate on the left wing, Caitlin patiently waits for the screen, uses it, forces the big to step up, then slots a bounce pass into Monique Billings, who finishes strong. A textbook example of a well-executed screen and roll for Caitlin's first of many assists in a Team USA jersey. On the next play, Caitlin might have lost control of the handle, but she didn't lose control of the basketball game. She sees everything. Setting up Kelsey Plum for a wide-open catch-and-shoot three-ball, she drains it, and that's 2 early assists for CC. And for her third play of the game, how about 3 points? When you're as good a shooter as Caitlin Clark, there's no such thing as an easy open shot. If you want to get open, you have to work for it. Watch Caitlin Clark moving off the ball here. She starts stationary in the left corner, loses her defender on the backdoor cut, curling round from the baseline to the wing, rims the screen off the handoff, she rattles in the long bomb. Some might say it was luck, but that was her first ever shot for Team USA. She was always going to make that one. This play right here might look simple, but what makes it brilliant is the simplicity. Caitlin is spotting up in the corner while Howard and Kiki are running the pick and roll. There isn't an angle for Howard to find the big on the slip right here, but Caitlin still finds a way, and she does so with a quick reaction time, quick fire pass upon catching inside to Kiki, and she scores the easy goal. Caitlin Clark sinks another deep three on this play, but I've got to give a shout out to Monique Billings. Watch how she obstructs 2 defenders with a monster screen off the ball to free up CC, who makes the 3-ball look like a layup. It's an unbelievable shot from an unbelievable player, but it doesn't happen without that hard screen from Billings, taking 2 Senegalese defenders completely out of the picture. Although Ryan Howard and Caitlin Clark have some history going at it in the W, they make for a great duo when they're on the same team. Caitlin runs the pick and roll from the wing going left. Her first instinct is to step back and let it fly, but the Senegalese big in drop coverage recovers well. So Caitlin improvises. She pivots past the closeout and within milliseconds scans the floor, sees Ryan Howard open on the weak side and throws a cross-court dime right in the shooter's pocket for a Ryan Howard 3-ball. And then again, Caitlin from the left corner shakes her defender with a behind-the-back move, draws the attention of 3 Senegalese defenders on the drive, kicks out to Howard again for another 3-ball. Different side of the floor, but same result. 3 more points for Team USA. Speaking of chemistry, what about CC and Monique Billings? There are few scarier sights in women's basketball than Caitlin Clark on the fast break. Racing out ahead is a 3-on-2 situation. Watch how patient Caitlin is here. She doesn't rush the pass to Plum in the corner or give it to Billings too early. No, she waits just long enough for the defender to engage before slinging it over to Billings inside. No dribble needed, putting her in perfect position to put it in from close range. And now to the play everyone wanted to see. Two rivals, two enemies, putting beef to the side to represent their country. Caitlin receives the ball. Angel Reese has a size advantage inside, lets her know about it. Clark creates the angle, pinpoint pass right on cue inside to Angel for a textbook finish at the rim. Speaking of teaming up with rivals, how about this one? Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers coming together for not the only time in this game. Paige hits Caitlin in transition. She thinks about the three. Instead, she puts the ball on the floor, waits for Paige's defender to commit before dishing back out to her for the catch and shoot three. And Paige's shot is all net. If you've ever watched the Indiana Fever, you know all about this play. Swap Kalia Copper with Kelsey Mitchell and you'd think you're at a Fieldhouse home game. You've seen this a million times. Caitlin Clark gives it to the big top of the key, gets it right back and waits patiently for Copper to cut back doors. Her bounce pass splits two defenders, setting Copper up for the up and under across the baseline. Beautiful, unselfish basketball from Team USA. Caitlin set up Paige a few plays ago. Now it's time for Paige to return the favour. That's what having another pure point guard on the floor does. It enables Caitlin to play off the ball and have someone create scoring opportunities for her for a change. Beckers cuts backdoor, receives the pass inside, and instead of finishing over taller defenders, she sees Clark backpedal into the three-point line. Finds her, Clark fires a catch-and-shoot three, and you already know that's money in the bank. Senegal right here broke rule number 1. You do not give Caitlin Clark space going left. Coming around the screen, CC is left with too much space from beyond the arc. Step back, three on the way, it's good. Caitlin Curry from downtown punishes Senegal for disrespecting her range. And that right there caps off an incredible individual performance in a massive USA victory. Caitlin Clark double-double 17 points and a near FEA record 12 assists, doing all of this in just 19 minutes of action. Now, to anyone that says Caitlin Clark doesn't play defense, show them this clip right here. Watch how Caitlin is 2 steps ahead. She reads the passing lane and intercepts the ball.